Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Today, I want to talk about how to embrace a new financial identity. I like this topic because you have to take on a new you to be financially aware and to, become that person you can become. You will have to make the changes. And this is why I want to go over a few things that you have to do in your life to, to take the steps to get to your destination. So the first thing I want to talk about is to define your goals and priorities. So you always have to have goals wherever you do, whether it's something small or big. You have to have goals, and you have to write them down on a piece of paper. Always make a list. And then I usually, like, when I do it, I put them in a certain order of high priority versus low priority. And sometimes I'll put the easier ones first, and then go up to the harder ones, because sometimes it's a step-by-step thing, and you can't you don't just win right away. So sometimes you have to get the small wins before you can get the big wins. And it's important to prioritize all the resources you have, because sometimes you don't have enough time to do certain things, or the money, or sometimes even the right people around you that can help you with your goals. Also, you do have to give yourself some knowledge, educate yourself. They always say knowledge is power, and for you need to learn more about having money, personal finance. So there's many things you could do. Obviously, there's online courses. There's YouTube, Rumble. There's many different avenues. Reading books, and also finding people who are experienced at doing the things you want to do. Which there's so many experts around, whether online or offline, that you can get the knowledge from to help you embrace that new that new identity, because you're not going to recognize the person you're going to become. It's not going to be you're not the new you is going to be a better version of the older you. So embrace that new you, and you're going to make a lot of money. You have to also learn about managing your money, effectively, because you're going to become a money manager, and that's going to be of your own money. Because the wealthy, the rich, they learned how to manage their money. Whether it's $1,000, $100,000, or $1,000,000, you gotta learn to manage what's coming in and what's going out. And if you keep what's coming in more than what's going out, you're gonna always be ahead. Also, on your path to having a new identity, being a new person, a new you gotta have a budget. You gotta create like a plan for what your income and expenses. That's like one of the biggest things you hear: income and expenses. And then from that, you want to break them down into like little categories. So the left side will be your income side, the right side will be your expenses side. And then this way you can you start adding it up each side. You'll see that maybe you're spending too much instead of saving. So that's why it comes down to, like, if you say income and expenses, you know, and it's saving or spending for the new guy, for a newbie. It's called, so are you saving more or are you spending more? So if you save more than you spend, you'll be way ahead of the game. And that's what you should focus on. You also have to, when you do put both sides together, cut down unnecessary expenses, like from the what you want and what you need. Because we do want a lot of things, but do we really need it? No, it's just more of a want. How many things are, sitting in my closet or under my bed that, aren't being used? They're just sitting there. So, over time I learned to, navigate of certain things and not use too many, like now I'm just getting enough clothes. Like I have enough clothes for what I need for a week. Like for every week. I don't need to buy all these extra stuff. And same thing with food. Sometimes, I used to splurge. Now I'm cautious about what I'm buying. And then also, if you have like certain subscriptions, I don't have actually cable TV. So, if you look at it that way, I'm just using, like Netflix for, and certain apps for TV. Just keeping it simple like that. And the next one is to build an emergency fund, which I know most of you probably, don't have. You just live check by check. You work, 9 to 5, and you don't have any like savings for emergency. And then when that emergency comes, you're in big trouble, and then you're like blowing like all money from everywhere you can pull it from, and then you're like, you have nothing. So it's very important that you save the money for any unexpected emergencies, because that one little event in your life will cause you to go into debt. And then when you start going debt, it's hard to pull yourself out. It's like the forgotten zone. You never want to go into that zone, because then it's just going to be terrible for you, and it's going to be you're going to make it tougher. It's better to start neutral, right? That's why the car starts from neutral and to go, before you put it on drive. But, imagine starting, in the negative. You're gonna make it a whole lot tougher on you, and then you're gonna be complaining and not happy, and it's not gonna be a good thing. You'll also need to begin building credit. Credit can give you so many things. Like imagine having good credit. You can go to the bank, you can get a loan or a mortgage, or any other, like if you need to borrow money. If you have good credit, the bank's gonna take your word for it based on your credit history, and this will be easier for you if you need to start investing in a business or anything like that. So you want to be in good standing, and your credit's like basically your financial report card. And that's where they can see if you're really, serious about growing and becoming, a new person, having a new financial identity, or if you're just, someone that just, doesn't know how to maintain their finances. Also, everyone, if you want to embrace that new identity, you need to start investing. You need to, have a plan, have a strategy, and then, you have to see if the risks outweigh reward, because you're looking for reward, and the big reward comes with big risks also. And some people are afraid. Like I was talking to one of my people I work with, and their husband has so much money, but they're afraid to take the risk because they worked 30 years to build what they had. But if you want to, the bigger reward, sometimes you do have to take that big risk. But the best way to do it is to diversify. So have your money in a few different things, not just one thing. That's why, if you put, all your money and all your eggs in one basket, then you're most likely to fail. But if you put it in many different things, then you're going to be well off, because now, like, if one thing goes down, you still have the other things going on. So always keep your money in many different places, and you will be good. And the last thing to embrace this new financial identity is don't forget to enjoy your money. And that goes for me, because I grind so hard, and I'm just focused on the goal ahead, that that's the only thing I see. Like, I'm more of a Tom Brady. I stay in the film room and never come out. But you do live once, and you do gotta enjoy some of that money. It can't be all work and no play all the time, because then you're not gonna be happy, and and you need to be happy on your path to success. I mean, it's not going to be an easy path, and you're not going to, it's not going to be all rose petals, and it's going to be tough. You're going to put yourself under the most pressure, and you're going to have to, manage to, prioritize all your main financial goals while you're doing this. And it's a tough road ahead, but you can do it, and you can make it happen. And this is something you need to do, because this is going to be like a new year, a new person, and a new identity that I definitely believe that you can achieve if you definitely put your mind to it. And we have a few more months left of this year. Let's embrace that new financial identity for this year, and then let's solidify it in 2024. Thank you again for coming to the channel. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.